us. We're, somebody in our family is going to be like, oh, well, this motherfucker did this. How can we do that?
Yeah.
But it's not for us to do those wicked things. We can't. That's why he gave us rules. We couldn't follow him. And then he gave us a second chance, and he gave us Yahushai. But we always had Yahushai. So now we got to, it said, did you get 13?
Now this is Isaiah 52 and 13. Behold, my servant shall deal prudently. He shall be exalted and extolled and be very high.
So that's not to say that we're going to be millionaires in the way of thinking, and how we deal with our enemy. Because Joseph was what? He was a slave. He was the youngest son of Jacob. He got sold into slavery by his brothers. He was never abandoned by haue, and he was chosen to be his servant. And guess what? It said right here, behold, my servant shall deal prudently. He shall be exalted and extolled and be very high. So that goes for Joseph. That goes for Daniel. That goes for all of us. We have those capabilities. And even though we're suffering in this indignation of, Babylon, we're still pretty good out there.
Yeah, the only thing is this captivity. We didn't know who we were Israelites. The ones before, the captivity before, we at least knew we were Israelites. But this has been one of the first ones, though, because we don't even know who we are.
And that's why these people have to fight and say, there's no Jew or Gentile. There's no this or that. Because nobody knows who they really are. And this is where you come to get lost. This is where you come to get lost, because what's the one thing they'll say? You could be anything you want to be. Well, I want to be rich. Okay, well, this is what you got to do. And eventually you got to bend over and take it. And then some people say, okay, that's pretty easy. That's fucking disgusting right there. Yeah, and if you don't believe that, just look at the music industry.
And I seen that one. I think it was Megan Thee Stallion.
Oh yeah.
They well, besides her, there was some other woman, female rapper, right? So I think it was that company, the industry told her, hey, this the other Nicki Minaj though will give you $200,000 if you diss her though. So she was like, nah, I'm cool. But the one that took that back was Megan Thee Stallion. So she started dissing Nicki Minaj, so she did it for that $200,000. They gave her that, they could start some controversial beef with him.
And the only reason that happened is because both of those bitches have a fucking millions of followers.
Oh yeah, definitely.
They'll get distracted easy.
Yeah.
And then what happens when you need some attention? Well, you weren't paying attention when the attention was supposed to be paid, and now you got Venezuelan gangs, the trans, coming and kicking you out of your motherfucking apartment building, and nobody wants to help you.
Yeah, and I seen that interview too. Some dude was he actually went to that apartment complex though, and the people there were telling him that the Venezuelans been there since a year back. They're just putting it on news.
Just now. It's too fucking late.
Yeah, they've been there living at that apartment complex for like a year ago.
And we don't even know the situation. Maybe they got there and they started paying rent.
Yeah.
Now they can't get kicked out because of whatever. And you're just making it seem bad. But guess what? That's just an excuse for you to get us to turn against our people. Be like, oh, yeah. And,
the Hells Angels are gonna go over
yeah,
there.
the Hells Angels are going to go over there.
Yeah. So what if, because they said in that video when you see the Venezuelans going to the apartment complex, that place, because I think they said the dude that was living in there owed them money.
Yeah.
So it was just shit. Our people are corrupt as it is, though. Like, you know what they say, you reap what you sow. So whatever shit happened with them, they went in there and got what they needed to get, though. But they just happened to capture that video and they put it like, oh, these guys are taking over the apartment complex. So
and I bet you beef, right? They're like chefs in a Chinese kitchen, just fucking stirring up beef, stirring that beef up. But the thing is, that's if that's really happening, they're here already.
Yeah, they're like I was talking, like a year.
They're here already. They told you they were doing it. You didn't do it. You didn't do a goddamn thing to stop it, and you voted for the people that let it happen. So now you want a cookie? What do you want? It's your fault. So that's what it means. You see how it says on Isaiah 52 and 13, behold, so take look, my servant, all of us, here with that spirit, he shall be exalted and extolled and deal prudently and be very high. So that word prudently, can you do a search on the word prudently? So if I go to a car dealership and I sit down and they give me the first offer and I'm insulted and I still take it, I was imprudent. But they come and they say, yeah, well, good news, man. We got you a $900 payment. And I say, fuck that. And that's how I did say it. And I said, fuck that shit. What do you think this is, a Challenger? And that's exactly what I said. And they were like, oh, are you crazy? He called me fucking crazy because I was doing my homework. And I said, you know what? I know that car's worth $450 a month. And they went to go do it, and guess what? They came back saying $450.
So imagine if you had agreed and
What happened? I thought somebody was in charge. Yeah, somebody is in charge. The Most High is in charge. But you gotta be, okay, you gotta accept who you are. If you don't accept who you are, how can you be who you claim to be? You know, you can't claim to be anything. Like those guys in the truck, you know, who do they think they are? They look like victims. They look like the trans will come over here and trans them up. They look like ex-gang members, right? You know, but it's funny because everybody looks at the garments and they don't understand. Well, okay, that's funny to you, but like the Lord said, he's going to laugh at you when you need help. So now let's go to Isaiah 61 and 1. And, get the prudent.
Definition for prudent. It says to be circumspect, to wisely understand.
Dude, those are good definitions. Because to be circumspect, you got to look all the way around. Circumspect. So if I'm just facing that way, I don't know what's over here. I don't know what's over there. I don't know what's over there. I don't know what's under me. I don't know what's on top of me. So the only thing I'm doing is looking forward, you know. But if I'm out there hunting and I need to feed my family, and I'm only walking forward and looking forward, I'm not even looking at where the real beef is because they're hiding in the bushes and I can't see them because they're, you know, the Lord made them into a special way where they blend in.
That's how our people are. All they see is Jesus.
Yeah.
You know, they don't know Yahweh.
And they blend in with those people that they live with, and they'll be like, "Oh, we're Gentiles," and that's why the you know, the gospel is so appealing because of the words that are being used. He came for everybody. For God so loved the world. And you guys are like kids, man. If you tell a kid, look, Santa Claus is gonna get you something real special if you're good, that same kid will behave and do everything. And then if he doesn't get something special, guess what? Guess what's gonna happen next year? You tell him the same bullshit, he's gonna say, "Man, fuck you, Dad. You lied to me and told me Santa Claus was gonna be bringing me some shit if I was good and I was fucking extra good," and he's gonna complain.
And that's our people. That's our people that tell the Lord. Because right here it also says comprehension.
Yeah,
They
comprehension.
don't comprehend.
Comprehension is key because if you're getting, let's say right now, if you're reading something and you don't comprehend it, and that's why you Christians have that problem. You're just reading the words and I could read 1,000,000 words per hour.
Like you're reading literal.
The whole Bible.
Yeah, you probably did, but did you comprehend it? Because comprehension means, you see how we just barely got 2 scriptures and we're digging into the words? He's reading it very slowly, stopping at the main key points, breaking the key points down. And, you know, I broke down that
Sometimes you gotta read it twice.
sometimes you got to read it twice. Sometimes we even read it 3 times, or maybe even 4. Sometimes we might even read just one scripture and get precepts on that scripture. And that's the lesson. Because what we're trying to impart to you is a message. See, that police officer came and went around and came back. That's suspicious.
Right, yeah, because this is well.
Why the fuck didn't he go that way and go that way? Because somebody told him, look, there's these guys over here, blah, blah,